Have you ever bought yourself a bullet journal thinking that you fill out every page with artsy washi tape and never dared to open the first page? Or downloaded Notion thinking that your inner code genius would conjure up the most aesthetic and tech-efficient template? Well, if you have the habit of starting things and not sticking to it, don't worry, because I do too. And because I have a habit of not finishing the things that I get started, that makes me all the more qualified because having tried out all these things, I've picked up on some tips, habits, and tricks that I think will stick with you guys also. So stay tuned for the rest of this video because I'll be going through the mindset that got me to stay organized and the physical and digital tools that help me stay on track. We are not machines at the end of the day, and if you guys aren't subscribed already, please go ahead and hit that sub button down below. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So my first mindset tip is this idea of sharpening the axe. There is this quote from Abraham Lincoln that goes, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I'll spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." He is really speaking to the power of preparation, and this applies to staying organized also. So when you prepare and have a clear vision on what you're doing, it can really cut down the time it takes to execute something or to complete something and to really find the confidence in walking down your desired path. But on the flip side, it's also very important to not overplan or over-prepare. Yes, that is such a thing, to the point that you paralyze yourself into inaction, and I can't tell you guys how many times I have done this. So find that sweet spot middle because you want to be able to motivate yourself and encourage yourself into taking action here. The main reason why I like bullet journaling is the freedom I get to have with the blank pages. But sometimes the endless possibilities of a page can be daunting. But one way I refrain my mindset around that is telling myself that when I color or make mistakes, I can cross it out or draw something entirely different over it and simply try again. I will show you guys my weekly spreadsheets. This is a very simple quadrant style that I learned from Ono Nina. It is very effective. So what you want to do is draw a cross on the page. Try your best to find the middle of each page. I usually find it's on the 8th or 10th dot from the left and right side. Just draw a line down and draw a line across. So on the horizontal line, you want to write the day of the week, whether that be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then on a vertical line, that is your opportunity to write timestamps. My days usually start at 6 a.m. because that's when I start working. So I just go ahead and write down the numbers from 6 to the end of my day, which typically ends up being 11 on the page, but I try to get to bed before then. The really cool thing about this style is that on the left side of the quadrant, you can go ahead and write your to-do lists, what you need to do, your tasks, any errands you might have to do. Then on the right side, you can organize everything into a time frame, and that really allows you to visualize your days, visualize the time it takes to complete a task or the time it takes for you to run an errand, and to truly understand what you can realistically get done in a day. things that I love to use my Notion for is to really fit my lifestyle, and right now that's just staying afloat at work, managing my YouTube schedule, and also making time for friends, yoga, and also allocating time like things like running errands or helping my brother with school. This is the one I currently use right now. I'll show you guys really quickly the one I used for uni. So I had all these things, and I also had this uni hub. It was massive, guys. There's not much assignments here because I completed them mostly, and I put them all over here, and these are all my assignments that I did just my senior year. And being able to like just visualize your assignments just make you realize just how much you actually get done in school. Yeah, this was a great page that I used in university. Let me know if you want to see it. I could do a full tour later, but let's go to my actual Notion page that I use right now for my life. So this template I got from Moya, and I just changed the cover photo of it to fit my lifestyle. It is just a snippet of my vision board, and then here you can just change the quote up however you want. It was a different quote before, but right now my quote is that courage is my value, and I was really inspired by Brene Brown on vulnerability. And I'm gonna scroll down. I'll go ahead and go onto these pages in a bit, but I want to show you guys where I utilize most of my time. The dates are not accurate. This is the dates from last week, but I can go ahead and update those dates to fit the dates for this week. And here I like to write down my weekly priorities, and obviously that's film this video, edit, and publish. Other things that I have to do are attend my yoga classes because that costs money, and then help my brother with school, and run errands for my family. So those are my weekly priorities and things I need to get done, so I will go back and reference that to make sure I get that completed. But more on a daily basis, I like to use the days obviously to write out the things I would love to get done for that day. Here are just like little colorful headers that you can fill in. I usually like to put birthdays and stuff in here, and as you can tell, Sundays are my upload days. So for Monday, today, obviously film the Notion tour, and then cook dinner. And then for Wednesday, I know that I have a coffee date with a friend. And one really cool thing about Notion is that you can actually add notifications to your Notion page. And if you have the application on your phone, it will notify you if you turn on your notifications, which is super dope because it's good to always have reminders. So my coffee date is gonna be at 4 p.m. So what I can literally do is type at 4 p.m. So let me do at 4 p.m. It's not going to be today, but I'm going to go ahead and click today now just so I can open up the calendar. So you want to click that. It opens up the calendar. It's going to be on Wednesday, and then I want a reminder so I can say 30 minutes before so I can get ready and give myself enough time to drive. So Wednesday at 4, at 3:30, I will get a notification that I have a coffee date. I am going to go ahead and write out the rest of the things I need to do for this week. Do the same things here if I have a yoga class, is to give myself notifications. It's not today, it's going to be on Thursday, so I'm going to put a notification there, remind me 30 minutes before. Over here is my video timeline, and I love using this for my YouTube videos. It is really great and efficient for me because, as you can tell, it is a calendar view, but I would love doing it as a list view as well, so I can list out all my ideas here. But once I go back into the calendar view, I love seeing it this way because I can see the timeline like visually. But another really cool thing about like Notion is that you can open these things and it opens up into a page. And here, as you can tell, like I like using Notion because the pages hold my timelines, but they also hold like a thumbnail inspiration for me. And over here, as you can tell, this is my script. So if you watched my drawing video, this is where I read off of. It's just another great way for me to structure out my thoughts and to structure out my video. So this is the places that I frequent the most. Obviously my weekly priorities, as well as my calendar because I use it for YouTube. Here is my career page. I put all my applications here. I also have like things I want to do like networking, apply, or glow up. And here is just a glow up page so I can revamp my resume or my LinkedIn or anything like that.